I'm Cam Dixon. You're watching Sports Talk on Shaw TV.
And welcome back to the Pan Am Pool and Sports Select Sports Talk's continuing coverage of Manitoba Water Polo's Spring Break Camp. Now, like I mentioned off the top of the show, we are here for the Spring Break Camp, here to tell us a little bit more about the camp itself and some of the athletes who've actually gone through this program is head coach Michael Reed. So talk a bit about the camp itself, first of all, Michael.
Well, the camp is for boys and girls 14 and under, so that's for this year it's athletes born in 2000, 2001, and primarily some 2002s. And it's a chance for them to stay active during the spring break. School's out, and they get to play a little bit more water polo in a concentrated format.
And talk a bit about the fun component, because obviously this is just a bit of a break too from regular practices, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the kids are here to learn, they're here to train, but yeah, definitely at this younger age, especially for the younger kids who are involved in the camp, the big thing is the enjoyment factor. Because if they enjoy the program, which right now I can see they are, they'll come back and want to tell their friends and keep playing.
What goes into a typical camp day?
Well, the camp runs every morning, and we always start with dryland training and warm-up exercises, some running, some stretching exercises, and then they're in the water for an hour and a half, doing swimming, doing stuff with the ball, shooting, and we always scrimmage or play a game at the end.
Yeah, talk a bit about, first of all, the dryland component and why that's important to water polo.
Well, there's several reasons why dryland's important for water polo. One is just from the long-term athletic development of the athlete. All athletes should really have a broad set of skills. Everyone needs to be able to run and throw a ball and jump, as well as swim and do all the things they do in water polo. So even just from holistically developing a well-rounded athlete, the dryland exercises are important.
Now, take us into the water, and so you say, think about a hockey player, and what makes for a good hockey player? Well, some are good skaters, some are good shooters. What are the skills that you work on in the pool?
Well, definitely, swimming is an important component, but it's not the only component. Ball handling skills, passing, throwing. In water polo, you can only catch the ball with one hand. You can only throw the ball with one hand. So you can never have two hands on the ball unless you're the goalkeeper. So there's a higher level of ball handling skills that are required.
And talk about the endurance level, because I know after I've spent some time in the pool, I'm tired, I'm hungry, all that type of thing. Just talk about the endurance component that goes into this sport.
Well, yeah, there is a big endurance component. In international games, they'll swim approximately 2 kilometers in a game. Younger levels, it will be a little bit less. But a lot of that swimming is short sprints, something you would see in maybe basketball or in soccer.
Now, you've obviously had some athletes who have embraced all those components of the sport, and forgive this cliche, and who've made a real splash on the national scene. Talk about some of the athletes right now from Manitoba who are doing really well countrywide.
Yeah, in Manitoba we have a long history of placing both male and female athletes on national teams, athletes going down to the U.S., to California, Hawaii to play on scholarships for water polo. Most recently we have Commonwealth Games is next month, and we have one of the goalies on the team will be Claire Breeden on the women's national team. As well as this past summer we had several athletes compete on national teams.
And credit, I guess, to this old facility. The Pan Am Pool's been around for a long time, but just talk about the role it plays in developing water polo players.
Well, definitely. I mean, you have to have facilities to play the sport, and the Pan Am, I mean, although it is old, it does offer us pool space, place to store all of our equipment, and a really central location.
And it's a place where you can host things as well. Talk about some events that you have coming up.
Our next major event is April 26th and 27th, which will be the Manitoba Water Polo Provincial Championships. So that championship will be played between the clubs in the province.
And taking place here, I assume?
Yep, taking place right here at Pan Am Pool.
All right. How can people get more information again, Michael?
The best place to get information is to contact Manitoba Water Polo, and then they can direct you to clubs or to the various programs that that would suit your interest.
Well, I really appreciate you taking some time, especially you're busy with this spring break camp, but taking time to tell us more about water polo, introducing us to the athletes, and I want to wish you nothing but success in the years to come.
Thank you very much.
All right, Michael Reed with Manitoba Water Polo. Stay with us. We're going to meet one of those athletes that Michael mentioned, and she's going to give me a lesson. Stay with us.